Let me know if you can hear it. I could hear it when I was testing it, so... You hear it? Okay. Cool. Put myself back up there. Yeah, big model. White woman jump scare. So, I've never played this game before, really. I have a file because I loaded the cutscene, I guess, but when I was a kid, thank you, Thomas, for fixing the link. When I was a kid, they had this game at, like, a place you'd go to when you were sick. And I could not figure out how to play the game when I was sick from school. I got stuck in, like, the multiplayer area. No, it wasn't a clinic, it was like not like a daycare, or like a, kind of like a daycare, I guess, but like a house or someone where you would go, because parents couldn't watch you, so they had this game. And I always got stuck in the multiplayer world. Yeah, basically sick-only daycare. So they added it to Switch. So here we are, we're gonna try it. Just like every game we played on here, there's no guarantee I'll finish it or play it ever again after this stream, but we're here right now. It's crazy how green the shadows. There's a lot of embers. See, I really have no clue how to play this game. Just an FYI. My only experience with the Donkey Kong is playing Donkey Kong Country on the 3DS. Country Returns on the 3DS. Is this where I just was? No. Is there anything else in here? Somebody actually bought that game. I'm pretty sure I got it for free, actually. Through some form of My Nintendo rewards thing. So I didn't pay for it, and I didn't like it, so... it's a good thing I didn't pay for it, I guess. I guess I have to go learn how to play the game. I think. Okay. Press A to move a vine to another, and R when holding a vine to face the other way. Press Z to drop from a vine. What button is Z? On the Switch. Oh. You chose me over Doki Bird? Thank you. Am I gonna lose? I'm gonna lose the tutorial. It's not a good game to play when you have bad depth perception. It's gonna teach me how to play the game again. Yeah. What the hell? Oh, I just have to sit on the thing. Good to know, good to know. Press B to pick up a barrel, press B again to throw it. Pick it up, pick up and throw 5 barrels to move on. This tutorial doesn't even need a minute.
Well done!
Swimming tutorial. Did you see the leaks for the new... We were talking about the, We were talking about the Switch leaks. And there was a Donkey Kong Switch game leaked called Donkey Kong Time to Monkey. So that's gonna be the new meme for a while, this Time to Monkey. What is... What button is that? Thank you, Aikatsu. Oh my god, for the 50 pounds. Oh yeah, happy Pride, everyone. What's R? Thank you.
Well done!
Yes, that is one way to get your XP back. Thank you so much. Let me... Good point. Adding it. We need to add that to the title. It's not the right way. Well, I still appreciate everyone being here. Am I small? I feel like I'm small on stream right now. I think because I wasn't in the corner like always. I didn't read anything he said because I was fixing the VTuber model. What did he say? I hope he tells me. Nope. Now I'm bigger than usual. What are these? Oh, I can't have more than 20. Okay. Is there anything in my house? How old is this game? It's pretty old, I think. It's an N64 game, so it's at least 25 years or something. Older than you. Came out in 1964. Yeah. That's true, it is. Yeah, the daycare was outdated. Maybe he'll tell me now. Doubt it, but... Model's freaking out right now. Probably because I'm like looking at chat And, well, I have to look at chat, which is on one screen, and then I also have to look at the game, which is on the other screen. Why are you still gaining XP? Well, you gotta keep your XP lead. Even if you have the lead, if you don't gain it, eventually somebody will catch up to you. I go up this tree. Oh. I go here. Is this the cave I've been in 3 times already? Chat, am I stupid? What am I doing? I'm supposed to be getting bananas, but where are they? Here? This tree? Yeah, there's a dog. The guy was trans, helped you come out. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad I could help. Yes, you're very valid. I will be a safe community. Petting a dog is a safe community as well. We've been trying to absolutely monitor anything from people being horrible, so... What's this do? What am I doing in this game? Reading the game explains the game. Hey, Rebel. Oh, okay. I guess I unlocked something that I didn't read. Wait, oh. Text Games is peak. Text Games did redeem themselves. Oh, okay, I see. Text Games redeemed themselves, as you'll see in a upcoming video. It's coming soon to you. I wasn't paying attention. Aikatsu donated when we got the ground pound, so I was talking to chat when we got the ability. You took which Honkai Star Rail character are you? And got Firefly? You're the true Ember? Oh, you're okay. Here, I gotta read this guy. This bird. Blocked off is that island with a cave. And it over there. Thank you, I got the 10 pounds for the inconvenience of me reading your message. I remember this guy. I didn't take the which Star Rail character are you quiz. But maybe I'll do that later. At least I don't think I took it. Yeah, you can send the link. The questions can be deep. I can fill it out on my own and then post the result on stream. Yeah, we got one banana. Which DK is this? This is Donkey Kong 64. Yeah, the 64th one. Didn't they run out of ideas? Good question. Nintendo is just like the peak video game company. They basically can't run out of ideas. There's been 64 Donkey Kong games, well more now, because they kept making them after this game. But did he? That's the boss, which I don't want to do yet. Yeah, I don't think... I feel like those types of farms aren't that hard to rebuild, but... I don't know how these rats can resist eating an entire slice of watermelon. They're holding like an entire like fourth of a watermelon too. Well, I guess it is just a slice. It's a really big slice, because it heals like a fourth of your HP bar. What am I doing here? They're already full? That would make sense, I guess. Am I supposed to fight the boss? Okay, so I need 60 bananas. Are there bananas in here I can get? Okay, I don't think I can do this yet. You just wanted to see what game I was playing, but now you're gonna go play Persona 3? Have fun. You gotta be ready for Persona 6. What did that do? Oh, it brought me back over here. This Balloon has to be something, I guess. Or not, I... Oh, okay, I can climb this. Chad, I might be too stupid for this game. Hello, streamer girl failure. Hello. Oh my god, it's the guy from Mario Kart. Sure, I'll buy a gun. Press V, then press B to fire. Press up to use aiming sight mode for ammo refills. Cool. Beaver Brawl. Oh, he killed me. I just... okay. Why does it send me flying like that? I can't jump on that. Okay. Don't hit B, I guess. Do I have any opinions on the new Marvel set? Yeah, it's okay. I think a lot of the cards are really cool. A lot of like the mythic rares are cool. But a lot of the I don't know, there's so much slop in the set besides them. What about the Mind Stone? What's the controversy with the Mind Stone? Is it because of the normal card Mind Stone, or is there a different controversy I don't know about? Just that it has the same name? Oh, I don't mind that it has the same name. Thanos is funny. I'm glad the Thanos copter is in the Jumpstart set. I might do some stuff with some of the mythic rares, but there's like 5 million legendaries that I just do not care about. But as for like naming, yeah, this is about magic. I don't really see the issue with the name of the Mind Stone versus Mind Stone, I guess. I'm probably just gonna proxy one, honestly, on a Mind Stone. Yeah, what's her name? Female Iron Man makes non-creatures have improvise. But yeah, I don't really care about naming because now we have so many. In Magic right now, we have like multiple different universe properties that have characters with the same name. Like we have 2 different Michelangelos now, and 2 different Leonardos or whatever. And I just saw in Marvel we're getting a guy that makes there's a green legend that cares about dinosaurs, and his name is Sauron. Like, but he's not the Lord of the Rings guy. He's just named after him. How do I fire this? Oh. Sauron the Dinosaur Man is canonically named after the Lord of the Rings villain in the universe. I mean, that's fine. It's just funny now that he exists in the same property that actual Sauron is in now. But yeah, like, naming is just so far down the rabbit hole in Magic now that it just doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, build Kindred Sauron. Like, if we look, I'm more laughing at equipping original Sauron with Mjolnir because it only doesn't let you equip villains, but none of the old Magic characters or any character before this set in Spider-Man are villains. So you can equip, like, Magic villains with Mjolnir. You can equip Elesh Norn with Mjolnir. If they errata all the old Magic characters to be villains, that'd be really funny, but I don't think they'll ever do it. That'd be so much things. Like, Nicol Bolas, he's a villain, but he can equip Mjolnir because he's red. Honestly, chat, I'm getting so distracted talking to you that I don't even want to play this game that much and want to just do something else.
Okay.
But I'm enjoying talking to you. So one can equip Mjolnir to Horseshoe Crab. No, you can't equip it to Horseshoe Crab because Horseshoe Crab is not red and or white. Um, no, we can just do something else while we do it. I want to talk about magic now. What if we shiny hunt instead? I mean, you could probably equip a Horseshoe Crab with Mjolnir via, like, some other effect. So we're not at Eevee anymore, but we're at Deoxys. No, I didn't get the shiny Eevee. I guess you could change Horseshoe Crab to be white or red via some way. This is the Nuzlocke save. I'm just like, with the Marvel set, I'm more just upset that we're probably getting 4 more sets. Like, do we really want 4 more sets of this? I was already tired of Spider-Man. Marvel superheroes it's okay. It's not as bad as what Spider-Man was, but I can think of, like, maybe a dozen Marvel characters that didn't get cards or got, like, weird versions. Like, Doctor Strange got, like, a card where he's a doctor, and I know that's his, like, backstory. But, like, besides him, he was the glaring, like, outlier in this set. And I'm just like an MCU baby, so I don't know a ton of other characters. But I can't think of what we're gonna fill 4 more sets of. I guess X-Men. But that's another set. What are the other 3 gonna be about? Like, I can't imagine they have a million ideas in mind for different versions of Iron Man. They already kind of feel like some of them already feel pretty boring compared to some of the other ones. I saw Jumpstart Doctor Doom, and he just is boring and cares about... He's a laboratory maniac. I think it's confusing because they did the big Marvel Heroes for a Secret Lair, and now people will probably see those cards and think it's part of a Marvel set. Well, they did reprint those. They're in the bonus sheet, the 5 Secret Lair cards, which is nice. They have well, some of them have way better art. But I just don't know what we're gonna do for... and then there's Star Trek coming at the end of the year. I'm just gonna skip The Hobbit for now. I'll just review all the sets. I do not care about Star Trek. Edge of Eternities, cool set. Star Trek, I don't care one bit. It does not... I can understand how Marvel, Spider-Man, all that can kind of fit into Magic the Gathering. Star Trek? No, it doesn't fit to me at all. Granted, I've only seen the J.J. Abrams movies. But I cannot comprehend how Star Trek is gonna fit. Edge of Eternities was cool. if we look on my desk, if I could show my webcam right now, which I'm not going to do, I do have my copy of Dawnsire Sunstar Dreadnought sitting here, waiting to go in a deck, because I think the spacecraft cards are super cool, and I wish there were more of them, which I'm sure we're gonna get in Star Trek, but I don't care about getting the USS Enterprise or whatever with Captain Kirk and Spock. Yeah, it deals 100. It's a cool card. It's a colorless vehicle that when you attack deals 100. The Edge of Eternity lands and special prints. Yes, I agree. They did Doctor Who already. There were 4 decks. Yeah, you use I think the goal a lot of people have with this card is you attack and you shoot your own stuffy doll for 100, and then you hit your opponent for 100. Or Brash Taunter, or the other one from Duskmorn. Doctor Who was okay. The other thing I don't like, and I know this is a very normal criticism for Universes Beyond, is I just don't want to see actors on my cards. Like, I don't need to see real people that are around right now on my Magic cards. Like, I don't really want to see David Tennant on Magic. I don't really want to see Chris Pratt, even though it's not him on the cards. There's just like so much. I'm okay with Universes Beyond. I really hated it at first. Like, there just wasn't anything for me. There still really isn't. But I'm just kind of growing on it. Like, it's fine. It's here to stay. It's okay. But I don't want properties that aren't in the Magic sphere. Avatar was fine. Lord of the Rings was fine. Final Fantasy was fine, mostly. Warhammer was okay. I didn't really know about the franchise, so it was fine. Get a Search Full Y'shtola. Nice. I did not get to open a single collector booster pack of that entire set because the pre-release is the only time I ever saw one on a store shelf, and that's the same day that the Switch 2 came out, and I prioritized getting a Switch 2 over it. If I pulled a Surge Full Y'shtola, I'm playing Y'shtola as a commander deck. That card's awesome. Quote from GF about the MTG collabs. Oh, the collabs are mediocre because they're super often sets with low counts of unique cards, and they milk the characters they can get for all they're worth. True. Constantly think about making a deck, that's fair. Basically, if I pull a bling card like that, it's getting a, it's gonna get a deck. When Phyrexia All Be One came out, I opened 3 collector booster boxes trying to pull something cool, and in the third one, I finally got the Elish Norn, Mother of Machines by Junji Ito. So I made a deck of that, even though I already had a mono white deck. Yeah, the evil Elish Norn. Well, they're all pretty evil except for the Marcher Machine one isn't that bad, but yeah, it's so oppressive, I know. I did kind of take the deck apart, but I still have the card. I happily and sadly pulled, I did get a Dragon Scale foil Narset from Tarkir Dragonstorm, but of course, that's like one of the last sets they still kept making Japanese cards in, so it's of course in Japanese. Which sucks, but I love it still. Yeah, I gotta put my Anime Smothering Tithe and my Junji Ito Elish Norn in the deck. Yeah, I can't remember where it showed it. Isn't there a combo that allows you to block everyone else from playing? Oh, there's so many combos like that. Yeah, I remember when War of the Spark came out and they leaked some of the entire rare sheet got leaked. And I saw Karn the Great Creator on the leak sheet, so I immediately bought a Mycosynth Lattice so I could lock all of my friends out of the game. Yes, I do play Commander. That's the primary way I play Magic the Gathering. Yeah, not really anymore, but Artifacts was like my favorite deck in Commander for a long time. So of course I did the Mycosynth Lattice lock on people. What's the shiny chances? 1 in 8,192. It's very rare, yeah. If Shorakai is your main, I like Shorakai. I tried it. It just... I don't know. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with it. I have my eyes on a few Marvel commanders. I don't know if I'll build around any of them. But... God, I really need to do Commander stream or something with you guys. I know I've talked about this in the past. Should really do that. I had it for like... I don't know, I probably opened the precon and swapped the stuff around, but I couldn't really get into Shorakai. Blue-white's like my hardest color combination to build a deck with. She wants to know what color combo. My color combos, like what colors I play are everything but green. But I'm trying to get better at green. Green has so many cool things that I don't get to play because I never got into playing green, even though my first deck was green. Started red-green with your first commander being Nikki of the old ways. I remember that card. My first commander was built for me, and it was what's her name? Rubina Soul Signer. It's banned white, blue, green, and you can tap it to gain control of something, and then you can keep it tapped to keep control of it. You started Sultai because you didn't have any mountains or plains. That's funny. And then after I had Rubina, which was just built for me, I didn't really like it that much. I built my own deck, but it was all proxies because I didn't have the money to buy cards, and it was Vela the Nightclad. She's a Dimir blue-black legend that whenever she has Intimidate, and she gives all of your other creatures Intimidate, I think. And then she says whenever something enters or leaves, she does 1 damage to each opponent. And my deck was entirely printed out black and white proxies because we didn't have a color printer. And that's how I discovered probably one of my favorite Magic cards ever, because I didn't know how to play the game. And I tried to copy my commander with Rite of Replication and make 5 copies of her. And then my friend said, "Oh, you can't do that because they're legendary, so they'll just go away. You can't have more than one copy of a legend out." And I said, "Oh, okay." And then somebody said, "Wait, hold on though. If you do it on this, sure you're gonna legend rule yourself, but all the Anala, or not Anala, all the Velas see each other enter and leave. So she just, for 9 mana, you just deal 30 to every opponent. Because they all see each other enter and leave. Dealing 1 each. Yeah, so you just make the craziest trigger thing ever. So that was my love was... I still love Rite of Replication. That deck kind of fell apart when I left college and couldn't play it anymore, and it got reborn into its spiritual successor, because I liked all the creatures leaving and entering, but its spiritual successor is like one of the most hated commanders of all time, which is Yuriko. And I understand why. Wants to ask what commander do I use? So I don't have the deck together anymore right now, but my commander was Brea Ethereum Shaper. But I still love Yuriko. I still have that deck put together. I just don't play it that much anymore, because I don't understand. Still waiting for Thember Chad. He's still in my Earth Dragon deck. I haven't played Commander in so long. Which one's Mirror Mind Crown? Is that the... Is that from... Lorwyn? Is that the one that copies things? Yeah. It's that... It's like a equipment version of that blue enchantment from Tarkir. Brea might be converted into the one legend I was looking at for sure in the new set was the flip Tony Stark into Iron Man is kind of cool, but I don't know if it's gonna be converted. What would I do if I reset over a shiny? Probably just die. There's been a few times I've tried to convert the Brea deck into something else. I looked at Saheeli from Aether Drift Commander. She's kind of makes tokens. But I didn't like it. I looked at Lara Croft. I didn't like it. There just hasn't been like a commander that really fits it. I really want to play with my newest pet card, which is Esoteric Duplicator, which is from the Cowboy set bonus sheet. And it's just like whenever you sacrifice an artifact, you can pay 2 mana and you just create a copy of it. But I haven't like found a deck for it really. I want a copy of the Secret Lair Iron Man. And I was maybe making a deck. She wants me to tell me that she ran Satoru with Blightsteel and made her friends sad. Yeah, that would make me sad too. Yeah, it works with clue decks. Yeah, because Esoteric Duplicator is a clue technically. But I want to do some weird stuff with it. There's some weird, like, because Brea could sacrifice any artifact, so you could pay 2 to do it. Forensic Gadgeteer. I don't know if I know that card. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, investigate. Activate abilities. Oh, cool. I will order this card. Thank you. I also like, I couldn't put Duplicator in the deck, but the Ultron that's coming out in Marvel Superheroes, the one in the set, is colorless. He, like, duplicates artifacts when you cast them, but he's colorless, so you can't do anything fun with any colored artifacts. Oh, I just realized Tony Stark works with one of my favorite my other favorite artifact, Embercleave. Because he auto-equips it. Just thinking about doing stuff with Delney Streetwise Lookout, but it's hard to make a cool mono white deck with 2 power creatures. Tempest Hawks. I have I have the special showcase Delny. And I've thought about that too. But yeah, Tempest Hawks. Your whole board's unblockable, and you just get more birds. Or, Heir Apparents, if they weren't $5 a piece. I'm sure there's other, like, decent little things. Yeah, Heir Apparents are, like, that might be me, like, exaggerating, but I'm pretty sure they're at least $3 to $5 a piece. Yeah, and then you raise the pass to bring all your stuff back. I have 20 Shadowborn Apostles I'm still trying to figure out a deck for, too, but I can never figure out what I want to do with those either. But those used to be expensive until they got that reprint. Yeah, Murders at Karlov Manor was the last set I was able to buy a collector booster box at like a normal price of. And I liked Ravnica, so I thought it was going to be cool. But the only thing I really got out of it were the Delny and some of the lands. Yeah, Athreos is the main one for Shadowborn Apostles, but I think that's boring. And I don't want to copy Josh Lee Kwai. There's some other weird ones. One of my favorite ones that I've seen is Grixis Ashnod from the Brothers War Commander deck. She duplicates sacrifice trigger. She's like a Panharmonicon for sacrifices. So you can get 2 demons. There's some weird stuff you can do with them. I just never found what I really wanted to do. Personally, I don't like the command zone. So if I can avoid copying any of their stuff, I will try to not do it or have to watch their stuff. Rachel's fine, yeah, but I cannot stand the 2 main guys. The video... I can watch a Command Zone podcast that has Rachel and one of the 2, but I can't watch, or the other guy, whose name I don't remember, not Jimmy or Josh. But I can watch him and or Rachel and one of Jimmy or Josh, but if it's if it's Rachel and the other guy, then it's fine. But I can't stand... I literally cannot watch game nights. It's over-edited and too over the top and feels a little too scripted. What if we started doing that for Anime Jeopardy? Like, every question, we cut to, like, an interview with one of us. Like, we answer a question, like, what's this anime look like? And then it switches over to, like, yeah, it's a reality show confessional. That's what happens on game nights. And, like, it'll be me sitting in a chair, like, Wow, I can't believe Zarky knew that answer. I thought I was the only one who knew that show for sure. But blah blah blah. And that's every question. You pulled Yao Guang? Nice. I got Blade today randomly. Every question is posed like the final episode. Yeah. And at this point, yeah, like imagine the battle royale, like, alright, I killed Rob, so at this point I know that I can, with this move, I can win Anime Jeopardy. Which Blade? The new one. Yeah, maybe like I'll make a stupid parody Game Nights Anime Jeopardy. Yeah, every time somebody's died, instead of it just Zarky saying he was like a brother to me, um, he's on like a couch confessional like, man, I'm really gonna miss Ethan. He was like a brother to me. I can't believe he died. Yeah, I just got Evanescia too. Yeah, Blade was very early. Um, yeah, Game Nights is not it for me. For honestly, I'm kind of running out of Commander video content to watch. I've learned I just don't really like any of them. So if anyone watches Commander content and they have any good Commander content recommendations, let me know. Because I can't really stand most of them. Or they're just boring. Hi, Grim. She pulled a Mox Amber in that pre-release. Mox Amber is great. Yeah, I do watch Shelf Open Play to learn community college. But it depends on who's playing. The professor's fine. Happy Pride, thank you, Trey. The professor's fine. Most guests are fine. There is. I don't want to be like bad mouthing on YouTube. I'm I'm not a big creator, but I don't want to be like just bad mouthing people. But there is one specific creator I just cannot stand on, and it's not Josh Lee Kwai or Jimmy on any Commander show. Yeah, I'm preemptively burning bridges. Um, if that person's my biggest fan, then that's crazy. The bridges weren't even there. We are just fucking up to the ground. But I'll just say, if I open up a Commander video and Olivia Gobert Hicks is on the video, I no longer will watch the video. She is not content I want to watch. Card Market's fine. Don't post this online. Don't send this to Olivia. I mean, do, I guess. I don't care. I'm like a speck in the ground compared to those people, so. Yeah, don't post this online as I stream to YouTube. I don't have any questions for Don, but I'd love to play Commander if Don ever wants to, or if anyone wants to. I know I've said this every single time we talk about Commander, but I'm so down. Someone's sending this to Commander at home right now. It's like, Firefox Vulpix hates you. You know, at least though, at least I didn't wish them death threats for banning cards. Does Fire Red and Leaf Green have the same RNG counter bug that's an Emerald? It does not. Luckily. Yeah, that was actually crazy. I will say I'm upset that Mana Crypt got banned, as I love my Mana Crypt. I'm very sad that I cannot use it anymore. I wish my Jeweled Lettuce wasn't a bookmark. But I don't care that Dockside and Nadu are banned. And if I have to suffer, if Jeweled Lettuce and Mana Crypt are the sins of those two, sure, whatever. But nobody deserved death threats for banning those cards. But I would love to play them again. At least the two I mentioned. Yeah, that was me RNG manipulating, opening that menu like this. Watch, this the shiny now. Oh, I lied, sorry. What do I do when a stream goes poorly? You stream now, and you feel like when that happens, it's so easy to just quit it. What keeps me going? Usually just talking to chat, honestly. I mean, if you look at... It'll be on the channel now, but you're gonna see the first attempt at this stream where the audio didn't work was crazy. I don't know. I like talking to chat and committing and doing something. So, honestly, just laugh it off is my kind of go-to is... What I would say, just laugh about it. Haha, I screwed up. I mean, the few times I've screwed up, I've just changed my title to be like, girl failure can't stream and stuff, and made fun of myself. So if you're okay with making fun of yourself, it's probably like the best way. Yeah, all the audio issues. There's never an unban chance after Mana Crypt bans because the market manipulate. That's true. I think they could unban it now and it would be fine. I mean, they won't because fast mana, and I think now that anytime they unban if they ever unban one of those 4 cards, people are gonna be like, oh look, the death threats worked. Even though it's been 2 years or whatever since then now. I just wish if they were gonna ban Crypt for fast mana, they would just hit all of them. And I say this as a full art foil Mana Vault owner. if they just wanted to ban Crypt because it's too fast, ban them all. Do I use OBS to stream? Yes. And OBS has become the bane of my existence. Do I use Spell Table? I have used it once before, but I would be down to do it if people wanted to play. I don't play online ever, but if people want to play Commander someday, I would be down. Where do I buy cards from online? Usually TCG Player. I am fortunate enough to be near a Cool Stuff Inc. location, so I can buy cards from them and pick them up at a store within a reasonable drive, which is nice. Not sponsored. Cool Stuff Inc. If you want to sponsor me, hit me up. But I'm close enough that I can pick up my cards there, which is nice. But usually it's TCG Player or Card Kingdom. I've heard about Card Sphere, the trading one, which is kind of cool. Dude, I'd love a Cool Stuff Inc. sponsorship. I wonder what their requirements are. As if I have made any Magic the Gathering content on this channel, besides talking about it. Your friends brought you into Cool Stuff Games and you were so out of place. The nice thing about Cool Stuff Games is that their stores are relatively big, which is nice. So if like you just want to play a game somewhere, you can usually just go in there and hang out. Still don't understand the mindset of the gamers that send death threats to the devs. Yeah, I don't get that either. In this case, they weren't the devs, but still the same thing. Like, why are you even... What are you doing? At one point when I was starting doing YouTube again, I thought about doing like a podcast for Magic, where I was gonna just review uncommons in sets that are coming out. Because I think a lot of times I miss uncommons in sets that are coming out, and recently more and more and more the uncommons have been crazy. And I miss them for Commander decks. What if I played Magic on stream? That's an idea for like a Commander game on stream. I don't really like Arena, so I don't really think I would play it. This stream has basically been a Magic podcast, but more general. Yeah. I just like, it was more of an idea for myself to make a podcast where I had to go and research all of the uncommons for decks, because like I said, I just missed so many of them. Auroral Procession. Like, I don't even know what that card is. Oh, yes, I do. That card's awesome, yeah. Yeah, now that I've seen it, I know exactly. That was like, I think that was one of the sets that almost like got me to do it, was Dragonstorm. And especially now that a uncommon essentially won me my pre-release for Secrets of Strixhaven, like, I have way more respect for them. My Secrets of Strixhaven pool had one rare in it, and I got third place in the whole tournament. Commander game with me, Carolyn, Ticked Up, Zarky, and a Vader. Tyler has played Commander with me before. Zarky would. The other two, I don't think they would. Yeah, +5 person is you. The uncommon Captain America from the new set is really cool. I don't know which one that is because I think there's like 4 Captain Americas in the new set. Is he the blue-white one that keeps stuff like tapped or something? I thought I saw that card, maybe. I could look it up, I guess. Is it this one? Whenever the first time something becomes tapped during your turn, if it's the first time, untap it. That one? Yeah, that card's cool. That would be good with the spacecraft cards, because you have to tap them to station. And then you could station twice. You have the Quandrix Commander Precon and tinker with it. It gets really funny if you protect Simone. I like the Quandrix deck. I really like the second legend in that deck. Primo was cool. Played 4-person Commander for the first time and they all targeted you. What were you playing? I'm curious. Toph? Which Toph? They're all menaces, I think. I'm assuming Naya Toph? Because that's the one I can almost only think of as Naya Toph. But, I have mono green Toph, which looked fun. Personally, maybe? Yeah, but which Toph is it? Which legend is it? Hi, Dawn. What colors is it? Is it the green one? The red-green? Yeah, the red-green-white one. Yeah, I kind of understand why you got targeted. Unfortunately, that card's very good. The Dino deck in those colors. Oh god, a dinosaur player. You have a cats and dogs precon. My friend is a dinosaur player. Yeah, don't murder us with your Blightsteel Colossus, Dawn. Did an Avatar deck with every single legend and it had no win con. Were you playing 5-color Aang? Blightsteel's a fun and reasonable card with no issues and it would never get cheated in early. Yeah, never. I don't know if I've ever seen a fair Blightsteel Colossus, like a full hard casted 11 mana, whatever, Blightsteel. Yeah, plus every other ring. Makes sense. That's the only 5-color besides the bear and the extra deck, or the jumpstart stuff. Can they unban Emrakul from Commander? I want to play that card. Yeah, please unban Emrakul. It'll be fine, I promise. Your only experience with Magic is your friend just giving you a random deck and us playing a game, having no idea what you're doing versus a veteran Magic player. I think that's how most people start, though, Chloe. You want to build a Miku deck? Well, luckily for you, I've seen floating around the internet a Miku deck is coming to the Secret Lair store someday, and it can be yours for the low price of $500 from some other guy on eBay. And by 500, I probably mean 1,000. Because that's going to get bought out on that website in about 3 seconds. No, you're just going to build one using the secret layers? That's fair. I wish the 5-color Miku wasn't Child of Alara. Because Child of Alara is boring. Yes, I will be proxying the Miku deck when it comes out. I have all the secret layer cards except for the Snapcaster Mage because, of course, I've seen one of those in person once. Proxyable deck and draw Miku versions of every card. Yeah, exactly. I wonder how quickly, and by how, I wonder, I mean, I know it's going to be like 2 seconds when the K-pop Demon Hunters thing comes out. You are unreasonably tempted to buy the Miku Snapcaster for 900. Now you regret not buying it. Oh my god, the Miku Snapcaster looks so good. I'm so upset that that card is that expensive. Going all the way back to Marvel, I almost feel obligated now because I pulled a foil Soulstone that I now need to get all of the Infinity Stones in foil. Give Warrior Light Joda. What's my favorite Magic card? Probably Write a Replication for the story I was telling earlier with the Vela thing. That card's just so funny. So a deck of cards being anything more than $50 is insane to you. Yeah, that's understandable. Favorite card is probably Rurik Thar the Unbowed. I remember Rurik Thar. Feels like forever since I've seen Rurik Thar. Yeah, Rebel, it looks like you're gonna have to spend all your money on Magic cards. Favorite card may be Detention Sphere. I think the best card you ever pulled was a Kaladesh Masterpiece Crucible Worlds. That's crazy. I wish I... Yeah. Detention Sphere. Got 2 Kaladesh packs and got it. Nice. I opened a Kaladesh bundle once and got... Out of the 8 packs, I got 3 Padims and 2 of this green rare. That I can't even remember. I think it's Wildest Dreams. And I said, I hate this set. I don't want to open it anymore. Favorite card is Urza's Saga. I mean, Detention Sphere is a great card, but... Telling me your favorite card's Detention Sphere just, like, tells me what every game with you is gonna be. It's because your friends were playing tokens when you first started. You're a role player at Trust. Yeah, but you're playing, what's his name? Ruik Thar, who, like, shoots me if I try to play anything. What's he shoot me for? I cast a non-creature spell, he, like, shoots me in the face, like... For, what, like 6 damage or something? Where's he at? Oh, you're not the Ruik Thar. Wait, what's your rule deck then? Smokestack? Rupee? Oh, okay. But Ruik Thar has to attack each combat if able. Isn't Ruik Thar like a 7/6 or something huge? Ruik Thar is like unreasonably big, I'm pretty sure. I'm looking right now. Six for 6. Oh, okay. He's a colossal Dreadnought size. Still too big. With vigilance and reach. Where's Ruik Thar at on EDH Rook? No way he's down this far. I know, like, I'm thinking about 10 years ago in Magic the Gathering, but, like, Ruik Thar is, like, iconic role commander for me. Oh, there he is. Vigilance reach. What am Yeah, 6 damage. Rook Thar is hard to have as a commander. I think you could get him out pretty quickly. I mean, I get it. Yeah, you're playing green. Just turn 1, play your Birds of Paradise. Turn 2, play your Cultivate or whatever. Turn 3, play your Ruick Thar. To get him out, have protection for him immediately. That's true. I guess we do live in the world of, like, if you play your mean 6/6 out, I'm gonna swords it, take 6 damage, and you're not playing the game anymore, right? When you could play, like, in Rule, what could you play? Bellow. You have 5 enchantments, or all your mana rocks become 4/4s that swing at me, and then if any of them deal damage to me, you draw cards, and that's on a 3 mana commander. I think, yeah, I guess Gruul is kind of like I mean, 1 more mana than Ruick Thar. You get Atali, who gives you 3 or 4 cards for free, and then you can turn into a Blightsteel Colossus if you feel like. Yeah, I kind of forgot Ruick Thar's symmetrical and hits you too. Not that I could ever think I'll ever see a Ruick Thar person hit themselves. Maybe it's just because I haven't seen a Ruick Thar in a decade that I'm still afraid of him, even though he might not be broken anymore. Like I said, Bellow might just be like the most disgusting thing ever compared to Ruick Thar. Yeah, I'm gonna go get water really quick. This has been a good talking stream. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Did I find out Donkey Kong ages like piss? No, I found out that talking about magic and uh, playing a game like Donkey Kong 64 at the same time is really hard, but also that it kind of aged horribly. Tyler, you want to play Magic on a stream someday with your commander deck that's missing like 20 cards, I think, because you sold them? Chloe would be a Fibblethip enjoyer. Chloe, I'm gonna type a chat. I'm gonna type a magic character into chat, and you would enjoy this character too. Is my favorite Pokemon Vulpix? No, it's Espeon actually. I just reset, by the way, so that was probably the shiny. Am I shiny hunting? Yes. I don't know how you pronounce that character's name, but that is a real character, by the way. I assume it's like Vinswit or something. Vinswicht. I don't know. Yeah, it's pronounced exactly as it's spelled, so. What's the other one? There's a third homunculus. What's the one that came in the coin flip? The coin flip one. What's that homunculus's name? Pronounced picked up. I'm looking it up. Oh, Zinder Split, which is actually kind of easy, I feel like, for the other Zinder Split. We need more homunculus characters. How many legends does Fibblethip have? Like 3 now? I remember when War of the Spark Fibblethip came out, and that was like such a big deal. Oglor is a... Well, Oglor doesn't make any sense, because he has vowels in his name. I thought the whole thing about homunculuses were they weren't supposed to have vowels. Guys, MTGX Uma Musume one, I will literally be like there for day one when that happens. as a person who doesn't understand anything about even a little thing about My Little Pony, I have all the My Little Pony cards for some stupid reason. Speaking of your upkeep, look at the top two, then put one into your graveyard. Whenever a creature is put in your graveyard from your hand or library, it perpetually gains when this card leaves your graveyard. Create a tapped 2/2. I hate alchemy cards. There's a, yeah, perpetual, whatever that means. There's a card that came out in the new set, Strixhaven Alchemy, that looked kind of fun if Commander was allowed on Arena. But it's just 1v1 Brawl. But there's like a card that's like, when you cast an X spell, just create a random creature that also has an X in their mana value. Yeah, the most recent Fibblethip I can think of is the cowboy one. But I know there's there's two blue, and then there's the one with him and Borborygmos in not War of the Spark, March of Machine. And the cowboy set one was like awful, I think. He let you like lock cards from the top of your deck. Fibblethip the Lost is the okay one. He's lost in your library and wants to be found. I'm surprised, like, just because of the meme of that character for Magic, that they don't throw him into more random sets. Like, I think it'd be funny if Fibblethip the Lost was just, like, always standard legal. Like, they just always print it, like, he shows up in, like, Edge of Eternities for some reason. There's no reason for him to be there, but he's just there. It'd be funnier if he was in, like, Spider-Man. Obviously, they wouldn't do that, but, like... Fibblethip Planeswalker one? That wouldn't make any sense, though, because he could Planeswalk. He wouldn't get lost as easily. You're running a Ravnica D&D campaign and Fibblethip shows up everywhere? That's awesome. I like how Fibblethip became just like an organic meme. Imagine this is your first stream, by the way. Like, and you join right now and we're talking about Fibblethip. And Zinder Split and Vix Wit or whatever. We're just making our own language. But what was I saying? I literally already forgot. I started that sentence and then started a different sentence and forgot already. Ember's language when we need a million things for Embers, like emotes and what you actually look like. But I'm lazy. Oh, no, I was talking about how Fibblethip was like a organic creation. Like, Loot is like... They made Loot to be a mascot character, and it failed horribly. But Fibblethip just was on a stupid common card from Return to Ravnica that nobody ever thought about, and it became a meme. Yeah, loot is Magic's attempt at Pikachu, and I hate it. Me too. Which sucks, because loot actually has kind of cool cards, but I don't like loot. Chloe, what do you respect Fleam, by the way? Fleam is an iconic Magic character as of late last year. I'm sad that Fleam is actually getting replaced on Arena. I hope someday they make when they do like Mystery Booster 3 or whatever, they reprint Fleam as a physical card. You can still use the Flame art, true. Put Prodigal Pyromancer in like every red deck, even without any synergy. I'm looking up all these cards. What's Prodigal Pyromancer? Oh. Oh, I see. Pokey, do you play the... You should play the commander that makes this good. The Warhammer commander. The red-blue one. New Captain America plus Prodigal Pirate. Which? Oh my god, the one that untaps him. He's only there for the vibes, not the meta. Does this card only have the one art? This card's so... Yep. How do I feel about the Slivdrazi monstrosity? I wish it was real. Yeah, he only has the one art. I have him up right here. This card has 8 different printings, but it has one art. You're going to bed. Good night, Aikatsu. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Yeah, Prodigal Sorcerer is Tim, right? I'm gonna make I should be streaming Wednesday. Hopefully the internet sticks around this week. We should do a stream where we just build a commander deck, like as a chat. What do I plan on streaming? I have no idea. We'll figure out. Tim has been used to do all sorts of stuff, true. Yeah, the Ember commander deck. Is there a legend that has the word Ember in it? Oh my god, Embercleave, my favorite. Celeste stream. I do want to play Celeste, actually. This is probably the perfect time to play Celeste. Do we make Aisling? I think Aisling won. We could play... Wait! Chat. Chat, it's perfect. You know what? You know what legend has Ember in its name? I just Googled, all I did was Google Ember on Scryfall. We had 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 4 options to pick from. Ember Chod is one of them. And one of the 4 isn't even a card that technically has Ember in its name. Ember Chad. Thember Chad Mjolnir. This is awesome. We can put Kedis in the deck. I think... I can't believe I forgot Embercleave. I talked about it earlier already. The first Ember card I thought of was Chandra's Ember Cat. Which is maybe what you guys should look like. Are there Firefly cards? There probably are. Yeah, so our options for commanders, besides Themberchad, were Kedis, and then we had the Azula art of Dio-chan, and then we have Skoa, who's a card that doesn't work in Commander because he has Grandeur. I wish they would errata Grandeur to let you play like a second copy in your deck if you have it as your commander. Because they're funny. And I kind of wanted to build Page, but colorless instance and your commander is literally a 2 mana rock, which isn't a bad thing. Yeah, we should build Themberchad the deck on stream. This might be a stream either later this week or something. Paige and Cody. I forgot about Cody. Didn't Cody get errata and he's now a book? Yeah, he's a book construct. And books don't have anything that matters at all. We're in Zerta. Then we have to play Boros at least, though. That is true, though. Deck building stream in general sounds fun. I've thought about doing like deck review or like content based on my commander decks. But I haven't like sat down and done anything with it. Yeah, what do we think book as a type is gonna be for? Like, they wouldn't just make book a type. Oh, they eroded a bunch of stuff into books. I didn't know that. But why? Like, why did they make book a type for 2 cards and then errata a bunch of stuff into books? Actually, sorry, they made book a type for 1 card and then errata a bunch of stuff into books. Must be for UB. Well, we're also getting, like, reverse Strixhaven in the other set this year. But, like, I feel like they would have, like, there has to be some reason that book is a artifact type. I guess, like, map is an artifact type now. But it just seems so weird that they're like, they literally made 1 card in Secrets of Strixhaven. And they're like, this is a book. What if we made 46 other cards books for the first time in 30 years? Maybe a new lesson effect? Maybe. I really like Prepared as a mechanic, by the way. I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but Prepared is like my favorite mechanic in a really long time. Yeah, like it fits so well. Like, I still cannot believe how well Lewin did for me at the Strixhaven pre-release. That card is disgusting. 1 mana, make a pest, and then his Prepare is just exile something out of your graveyard. Fucking disgusting. Like, Ember Chad can also run the Mono Dragon Tribal Rocks. That's true. I have Dragon Sport in my deck. Because I do play Dragon. And he is in there. What's that other... There's a rock from... Battle for Baldur's Gate. There's like a red dragon rock that gives haste, I think. Mox Jasper, true. Carnelian Orb of Dragonkind. Yeah, Jaspers win more in that deck, so it doesn't do anything if we're not running any other dragons. I haven't even gotten a Mox Jasper for Dragon. My other thought when I originally brewed Chad was doing some other stuff with like Valakut, because you care about mountains in that deck. Oh, somebody said Zhao. Yeah, Pokey, you said Zhao. We turn all the lands into mountains. Ancient Copper Dragon. I do have Ancient Copper Dragon, because of Final Fantasy. I got really lucky and opened one a year ago. Oh, you know what we could do? I know somebody said Zerta as Vulpix, but we could run Sunspine Lynx. While it's not a fox, it's a elemental cat. It could also be the Ember. And since our deck is mono red, and we're only gonna probably run mountains, you just shoot everybody else for a bunch of damage. Give the ancient silver and gold dragons. I had whatever one the black one is. Copper dragon, I think, or bronze. I don't know which one's which. But I sold it. The Shivan Dragon and the enchantment version. What's the enchantment version of Shivan Dragon, or... Pretty sure I run Shivan Dragon in my Dragon deck because I have the Countdown Kit one, even though it is like just a... It's just Shivan Dragon. Oh, you're talking about, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I don't know the name of the card, but I know what you're talking about now. Hey Rebel, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out and talking about Magic, even if you didn't know what you were talking about. But if you do get a deck, we'll play sometime. I thought it was Form of the Dragon, but it's not Form of the Dragon. Form of the Dragon is something else. But I do know what card you're talking about. Actually, is it just called Fire Breathing? Because that's what the effect on Shivan Dragon is called. Yeah, Fire Breathing is just enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets 1/0 until end of turn for a red mana activated. Which is what people call the effect on Shivan Dragon. There's another effect to get to Fire Breathing, which has Flash, and then you can also pay something to return it to its hand. But it costs 1 more mana. How many attempts so far, Zarky? Well, we've been going for probably, I want to say like an hour and 45 minutes or so. So I haven't tracked it at all, I guess. Zarky, did you get Did you get any lucky with your pulls from whatever the endgame mode in Star Rail is? I don't know if you saw my message in the chat. I felt horrible when I pulled it. Not really horrible, but I was like, oh my god. Poor Zarky. $90. You're at 57, Pity. I think I'm less than 20 is the scary thing when I got him. I just was at work and I was pulling and I saw the Nihility thing and I was like, oh, I forgot he was Nihility. So I thought I pulled Welt, maybe. Yeah, Zarky's like the biggest Blade fan I know. If there's anyone who deserves Blade, it's Zarky right here. Yeah, I'm now also saving for Rin. I can't believe so I saw the Rin animations today. I can't believe she does the Ishtar attacks. I thought she was just Rin. Why does she do Ishtar's Noble Phantasm? She's Rin. She's not Ishtar. According to the official post, she's like an apprenticeship under Zilrich. Yeah, is there like lore for that though? Like, she uses the jeweled sword, which makes sense because she has it Heaven's Feel. But she's not Ishtar. Why is she shooting Venus at people? The next Star Rail Holy Grail War explain everything? I expect the next Star Rail Holy Grail War to be a completely muted thing again, story-wise. As we go back to that one area in Amphorius that looks like Britain again. But hopefully they explain everything. I hope they got the feedback that everyone hated that story. Still don't understand the Star Rail Fate collab. Is that like a canon event? I'm pretty sure it is canon. I'm pretty sure they've talked about it in the story since then. Very curious if Star Rail will ever cross over with anything else. Technically, Star Rail has crossed over with Honkai Impact 3rd, but only in a one-way, where they gave Sparkle to Honkai Impact 3rd, but we didn't get anything from it. Oh, they got Sampo as a boss, too. That's kind of awesome, actually. they're only gonna get masked fools and yeah, we gave them Sparkle and we got Welt. And I know Welt is not a crossover character. I know it's literally just the same guy. I can't wait for Welt SP to come in the next area. Whatever path the area next year will be, where Welt gets to be his real form. Yeah, Chloe can tell us what Welt can truly do, since Chloe knows everything. Fate as a whole is weirdly mesh of canonicity from your understanding after finishing part 1. Oh, you finished part 1? Nice. That was fast. I feel like, weren't you in Camelot last time I had heard about it? I did add you, I think, Iris. I'm pretty sure I got you. Oh, you finished Shinjuku? I skipped the Epic of Remnant stuff when I first played. What's my hair doing? I need to play that game again. I have not actually been playing FGO. What does Shiny Deoxys look like? It's yellow. It's even going on in FGO right now. You tried playing FGO once, one of your friends told you just pull Saber then quit immediately, it's not worth it. I don't even know if telling you to pull Saber was worth it. I'm glad you're liking it. I hope you like the Epic of Remnant chapters. I skipped all of them. I couldn't, except for the last one. I just couldn't get into the story when I knew there was better story coming for me. FGO is fun. It depends on how much you like reading. That's true. Luckily I like reading the story. Has anyone... Yeah, we finished it. You got all the MiHoYo characters? Yes, so did I. I returned to play the game for the MiHoYo collab and managed to somehow get all the characters. And then quit playing again. Shinjuku is fairly decent in story. Are you gonna read Agartha? I've heard Agartha's like one of the worst stories in the game. I assume you're on that chapter now. Yeah, I'm so excited for the MiHoYo movie. I still need to play. I still need to play it. I need to finish it. I need to finish. I started. I'm actually I'm actually behind in FGO now because I haven't been able to play it. Um, I just haven't felt like it. But Ordeal Call doesn't feel like anything I really want to play as much. Worst chapter you've played so far is definitely Rome. Yeah, if I tell anyone to play FGO, I tell every single person, don't even bother reading anything until you get to Camelot. And even then you can really just watch the movie and get the kind of the main gist of it. And then you can read Babylonia and Solomon. I would recommend Wishing Solomon, reading it. And then you read everything after. But, like, the first 5 chapters of FGO are just, ugh. I wish the gacha wasn't the first. Yeah, the gacha's awful. Early FGO, you loved Orleans. Oh my god. Iris, I don't know if I believe you. You liked the story where they go, where somebody says, like, oh my god, wyverns, and then they attack the wyverns. Which gacha system do they have? Alright, Chloe, let me tell you. So you can spend 3 Saint Courts, which is the tickets in this game, for 1 pull. Or you can spend 30 for a 10 pull. The 10 pull guarantees you a single 4-star in the entire pull. It can be either a character or a weapon, or like a whatever they're called in fucking Star Rail. The cards. There's no pity, so you will not like in Genshin and Star Rail. There's no pity, so you can just go, and until like a few years ago, you can just go until whenever to get a character. And then at 300 pulls, which is 900 Saint Courts, you are guaranteed a copy of your character that you want at the very end. So at 300 pulls, you're guaranteed your character. Now let me tell you, if you pull the character and you spend 880 whatever courts and you get the character on pull 297, and you're like, well, I'm 3 pulls away from pity, I'll just get another copy. Nope. You don't get another copy. You got your character. And then, yeah. The 4-stars never have any rate up. They're just there. Or if they do, it doesn't mean anything. Yeah, every 6 months, you're guaranteed, you can get a, you can spend $15 to get a guaranteed pull that you're guaranteed at least 1 character out of a certain banner, and usually there's like 30 different banners. Oh, it's not even a spark, it's just straight up pity. Yeah, and it's even worse too, because here's the secret. The banners rotate a lot more often. So say like you want to pull Saber as an example of a character. Saber's on the standard banner, so this doesn't really work, but say you want to pull a servant, and then the next day, like, the banner switches to a different character, all your pity is gone. It doesn't carry over to the next banner. It's just gone. And then, say your character rotates back in. I'm doing stuff with my hands that you can't see. Say your character rotates back in, because sometimes they do, like, weird banners where the characters, like, switch out every couple days and come back. Your pity doesn't come back on the return. It's just gone. That pity lit it, I'm assuming, is purely to avoid legal issues. They didn't add that pity until like the 5th anniversary. Do you know what the pity was before that, Iris? Because it was way worse. If you can even call it pity. The pity system before the 300 pulls was... I can't even play the game anymore. So, before they added the 300 pull thing, you were guaranteed... So you would... When you get a duplicate servant, you get like a Noble Phantasm level. It's the same as like a Constellation in Genshin and Star Rail. You can get to Noble Phantasm level 5, so if you pull 5 copies of a servant, you're maxed. On your 6th copy of a servant that you have pulled, you were given, instead of anything, you were given a... I don't even remember what the item's called. Something. You were given a consumable item, which didn't do anything. And when you got 10 of those items, you could use them to trade for a single copy of a servant that was on a banner at the time. So if you pulled, like, you would have had to pull, for example, Saber. You would have had to pull 10 copies after your NP5 Saber. And then on any banner, you could trade them in for a single copy of a servant. And that was the pity system. Yeah, so you had to get C6 whatever 10 times in a row. How do you get servant coins? You either pull extra copies of them, or you like can you get them at bond levels, at higher bond levels. Usually just pull more copies. But yeah, it's like one of the worst systems ever. The least of evocation. They could have just reran events, but yes, I agree. There, at least there's something. Oh, and then when Fate Grand Order first came out, the polls were actually 4 courts, not 3. They just, after like a year, they just changed the polls from 40 to 30 when leveling NPs. Yes, pulling extra copies of servants in FGO is like not worth it at all. It's on banner in this game right now. Oh, hey, cool. Your Okita Alter Saber is gonna be stuck at 100 for a while then. Yeah. You get like a bit for pulls. I've been meaning to reopen FGO again. Oh, the leaves you can buy coins. I knew you could buy the old event servants with the leaves. You just watched Tyler dislike my stream. What an asshole. It's really easy to burn out on FGO. Yes, I agree. When Tunguska came out in FGO when it was the current event, uh, and you did the raids, my phone was permanently plugged into a wall for 3 days straight as I ran the automated FGO thing, and I did like 500 raids. I gained like I gained like 3 or 400 Saint Quartz from bond levels during that. It was insane, like the amount of bond XP I got. Because I had the setup to do the like the 3 turn raid clear. Uh because Melusine is broken. Got stuck on the final boss of part 1 in the Discord with Snarky. I think there's a way to cheese the final boss of part 1 now. I'm pretty sure there was when I did it. Like you can get a certain mystic code that blocks him from insta killing you. You have to do the Berserker friend strat. I don't even. It's been so long, but I feel like any newer servant like cheeses the shit out of that boss. Like I wish you there was old content replayability in FGO because I want to see what new servants do to that thing. Yeah, Hercules Berserker. Yeah, you just like what boss does anything before Castoria came out? Like, dude, nothing matters. Can you does the final boss of part one, does his insta kill, well it's a cutscene and it plays before you do anything. But can you solemn defense his insta kill? I think you can, I would imagine. Yeah, I would just not treat the events as a canon thing. Hey, have a good night. Thanks for coming and chatting. I'm gonna end stream here soon, too. Um, but this was fun. We've had a long chat. Really was a just chatting stream mostly, and not anything else. Yeah, I'll do the quiz after the stream. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream here, and we'll probably do something Wednesday similar. Yeah, we'll get the shiny next time. There's like event servants in the final part, which is weird, but yeah. All right. Good night, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. We will we'll try to stream Wednesday, like I said, hopefully. But have a good night. Thanks for coming and chatting. Happy Pride Month. Talk to you soon.